Hi everyone, here's what's bothering me today.
Here we go again.
Daddy will get you a golden goose as soon as we get home.
No, I want one of those. I want a party with roomfuls of laughter, 10,000 tons of ice cream. I want the works. I want the whole works. Presents and prizes and sweets and surprises of all shapes and sizes. And now, don't care how I want
A majority.
Oh my god, that is a very real attack ad from the Conservative Party of Canada against Justin Trudeau and the Liberals as we head into an election. It is wild to me that that is a real thing and not like a shit post from a troll account. And apparently this ad is even being attacked by the Conservative Party's own membership. Conservative Party's Willy Wonka attack ad draws criticism from own party members. The attack ad, which takes aim at Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, is being called dumb, tasteless, and embarrassing by the party's own members of parliament. That's how you know the Conservatives have no idea what the hell they're doing. Their own membership can't get behind an attack ad that reads like an online shit post from 4chan. Now, here's the thing, right? Yes, polling shows that a majority of us Canadians don't want an election, and a majority of us don't want Justin Trudeau to have a majority, but this is just like, it's so weird to me. Rather than actually hit on the issues that Canadians are talking about and care about, such as we don't want an election, especially during a fourth wave of a pandemic. We don't want Justin Trudeau to have a majority. This is an unnecessary election. Housing prices are increasingly out of reach for more and more Canadians. There are very real and serious issues that Canadians care about, and the Conservatives only ever so briefly touch on it at the very beginning. And then instead they get this. So now it's of course gone viral, but for not the right reasons. Not because it's good, but because it's so bad we can't help but share it. Like, again, really want to stress here, this was a real thing that was put out by a real serious political party. One of the only two parties that has formed government in Canada in its entire history. They put this thing together. People in a room sat down and someone suggested this. And people said, yeah, sure. And then people went to make it happen. And people worked on this. And no one stopped to think, hey, is this actually maybe a good idea? And conservative leadership said, yeah, rubber stamp that shit. Oh my God. And then they hit send tweet and everyone's just like, wait, this is real? This isn't a parody account? So like a couple of things here, right? This is hilarious. And so I'm not bothered by how it's making me laugh and just, laughing at the Conservative Party in general. But it bothers me because it shows what the Conservatives think of their base, about Canadians, and about just their outlook. Conservatives, by releasing this, clearly feel that Canadians are dumb and will just think, oh yeah, this is great. Yeah, that's funny. It's totally true. Yeah, haha. Shit posts are the truth. The little tiny kernel of truth at the beginning of the video is the only thing they have to offer. The rest is just terrible editing and a terrible excuse for a meme or a shitpost or however you want to call this dreck, which also shows that they're out of ideas. The only angle they can think of is to attack Trudeau. And rather than attacking him for very valid points, which I'm going to do in a video very soon, they're just attacking weird nebulous things because, again, they think that this is what will somehow get them into power with their base and the electorate. It's actually pretty sad and pathetic and telling. So while the video is hilarious, it's an unfortunate sign of just how far the Conservative Party has fallen and how few ideas they have. And in what's supposed to be a healthy multi-party democracy, that's a problem. I'm not the first one to mention this, and I won't be the last. Hell, it probably won't even be the last time I mention it. But several other people have also pointed out how it's actually kind of a problem that conservatives are just rehashing the same tired old ideas rather than trying to find quote-unquote conservative solutions to issues that matter to the Canadian electorate right now. Like, again, major social aspects such as the legalization of marijuana, gay marriage, banning conversion therapy. These are all things that the overwhelming majority of Canadians agree on as like, yep, nope, done and dusted. We know where we stand on these issues. Weed good and should be legal. Conversion therapy bad and should be illegal. Gay people are fine. Let them get married and have marijuana plants. And yet conservatives are still voting where half of them are supporting conversion therapy. And a bunch of them are saying, well, you know, the abortion issue still isn't actually settled. And they're saying things like climate change isn't real. They are doing nothing to meaningfully help address the very real concerns that Canadians have. Aaron O'Toole, to his credit, tried to get a carbon tax motion passed with the Conservatives. And, to be fair, 46% of Conservatives were in favor of it. But it's pretty telling that still a majority of Conservatives rejected that. They don't have any ideas, which is why the only thing they can offer is fear and shit posting. And Canadians aren't really going to go for that because they have very real issues that they want answers to. And unfortunately, the only parties that are willing to talk about and provide that are parties that are not the Conservative Party. Which means, since unfortunately we're still in the two-party dynamic, Conservatives, by not having real policy, you're handing Justin Trudeau another government, which I know is the last thing you all want. Wake up and smell the climate change already. You either have to adapt to what the electorate wants and is telling you to respond to, or you're going to be cast into complete irrelevance. Now, personally, I wouldn't mind that, but looking at the PPC and how the previous Unite the Right movement turned out, I kind of don't want that. And so it's all very telling and dangerous. And again, pretty sad actually about how far the Conservative Party of Canada has fallen. Which again, want to stress, I'm actually low-key okay with. But the fact that you just so clearly tell on yourselves and show that you have nothing of substance to offer, and that you really have no clue what you're doing when you're really one of the only two parties that has historically formed power, you are playing into Justin Trudeau's hands, and that is what's bothering me today.